I'm showing you how to save your data to the Dropbox. So here I have some data I've acquired. If I go up here to File, I want to export the chart. That's the graph here with the data. I can export both the picture and the actual data. So I'm exporting the picture. The default is data. I don't want to save to data. I want to save to the Dropbox. Here, My Documents has the Dropbox within. So here I can find perhaps Spectral Data 2012 is a good place. Here we have some data that's been collected. To save this data, up here I go to File, Export Chart. This is the chart. I can export the picture, probably as a JPEG would be good. So that'll just be a picture of this graph. I say save, and I tell it to save it into my Dropbox folder. I give it a name, so go test graph. Let's be more specific, fluorescence graph. Okay. So now the picture's been saved into the Dropbox. The data is the most important thing though. So up here there's a tab. I can click on data. It's probably easiest if I save this in Excel format, but I have a choice of text if I want that. Excel, save. It knows I want to save this in the SOGO folder. This is fluorescence table. So let me show you what you get when you do this. So now I'm going to the Dropbox. Open the Dropbox. Here's the Dropbox, Spectral Data 2012. Here's where it should be. So I have a fluorescence table and I have the graph. The graph, you can see, is the graph. That's fine. I've saved a picture. The table is the more interesting part. So here are all the measurements of luminescence. 500 nanometers, 501 nanometers. Interesting. We have too much data here. Looks like we acquired data for every tenth of a nanometer. So we wanted just every nanometer. But anyway, there's all this data, but it just says X and Y. So I should type in what is truly X, and this is nanometers. And what is truly Y? This is FITC-BSA 20, actually 2.0 micromolar. So now this data has more meaning. If you're saying you can't read the title, you just stretch it out, and okay, that's FITC-BSA 2.0 micromolar. And the same thing is true here. This is the second set of data. I should tell it what is X and what is Y here. Again, X is wavelength, and Y is now FITC-BSA 1 micromolar. Okay, so once again, I can stretch that out. So there's all my data, and it's saved in the Dropbox. I'll save this again. Click it. Okay, cannot be saved in the current format. I will save it as an Excel workbook. Fluorescence table save. There we go. And now if I go back to the Dropbox and look at Spectral Data 2012, I now have the updated fluorescence table that has my proper labels and is good for data storage.